I've been changing, but you'll never see me now. I've been changing, but you'll never see me now. I'm blaming you for everything.
What's up, guys? Cole GZ, new release preview for Friday, July 10th, 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Hawaii time. This week, Koya lures, D-flap combos in the corner over there. Some more Koyas below. We got Tanigawas, some Hawaiian Malolo bird teasers, Aloha smash baits, COGGIN lures, some more COGGIN lures, Marlin Magic, MOYES lures, Ganku bullets. Excited about those, and there's some more Tanigawas there. Kind of before we get started, we have some projects we're working on. Still need to get spooling services up on our website. We're going to be working on that, getting that done. We also have some new products that are going to release next week that we're pretty excited about carrying. We'll get into more of that next week. And I know it's heavy into tournament season, kind of all over. Bermuda Triple Crown. Got the Kona Tournament Series, which we're helping sponsor, and World Cup finish. Bad Company won World Cup. That was kind of an exciting follow, just the whole stuff there. And then yeah, there's just tournaments all over, of course, Gulf Coast and so on and so forth. So I know all you guys are busy. We'll just try and make this short. And yeah, appreciate all the support. You've been keeping us busy through the summer. We continue to grow, and I'm very personally thankful for that. I'm thankful for you guys, because it's just kind of crazy where this thing is going. So I really appreciate it. All right, let's just get into the product. That's what you're here for. Koya lures. This is we attach pucks to them. So initially, our first batch of Koya lures XXL Poi dogs. The collabs, we basically had Eric mold some of our pucks into the saddles. These, we ended up adhering them ourselves, so it's a little bit different than the last ones, but they function the same thing. Just kind of like our normal pucks, we attach the pucks to them and on the back side here, and then attach our D-flap to it. And we use JB Weld, an epoxy resin, just because that will stick so much better than using anything else. So that's how we do those. So if you end up ordering some of our pucks with the D-flap teasers attached, that's how we do it. And I need to get a video made just to kind of show you our process. It's really, really simple. But JB Weld is the stuff we use. And so excited about these, to get those out. All of our sumos that we released last week sold. So we're going to try and get some more of those going too, and maybe some other stuff like some Ruckuses and some smaller, what we call like a smaller teasers. So we're going to work more on that stuff as well, because yeah, last week sold out right away. Below that, small 861s from Koya Lures, restock of those. We are currently out of stock before this, so excited to get those in. A lot of different colors there. I think we have some other stuff. We've ordered a lot of Koya lures, but we have some more kind of in that size range, different shapes that we should hopefully have fairly soon as well. The Tanigawas, they're kind of scattered, but these are the 2-hole slants. This is the 7-inch 2-hole slant, sorry. So excited to bring in more Tanigawas. We have a ton of them. We have a lot of bullets, all the bullet shapes, all the slants. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but it's pretty much all the bullets and the slants and stuff. So that's the 7-inch 2-hole version. We'll skip around later on. Malolo bird teasers, we've been selling these like crazy. So here's just 4 of our newest. I say newest, one of them's not, but just 4 colors that I handpicked. The Mahi Mahi. Below that we have the Pelagic Slayer or Pacific Slayer, the Flashaboo. This is one of our newest ones as well with the Mahi. It has the silver wings instead of blue. The blue one I think is called Metallica. There's 2 of them, Secret Weapon and Metallica. They're really pretty close to the same. And then we have the Frigate Bird right there, which has a little red belly on it. underneath there. But these things have been selling very, very well. Need to get another order in. Want to showcase some of those. Tanigawa's COGGINs. The first three there are the old style troll swimmers. So we brought in new swimmers. They've been selling really well for us as always. And then just above that is the old style stick swimmers, the 70s swimmers that he makes. These are old style offset eye scoop face swimmers. And yeah, those are fantastic lures. They do really well. Traditionally better at slower trolling speeds, just with the amount of action that they have. Above that are the Teardrop slants, all jetted from COGGIN lures. Those have also been a really popular sell for us in the past, the Teardrop style. And then we have Aloha smash baits. We have two different versions of the smash bait. Here is the Dichro version. You see we have some front eyes, or frontal eyes, whatever you want to call that. And then over here we have what he calls the shadow, which is basically you got a black back on it. We have the front eyes, which usually has them in the back. And that's pretty much it. They're all clear resin, but he calls them shadow. This is the shadow series with that black tape on the back. And we did a lot of different color patterns, a bunch of dark colors on those. Okay. Here we have some more. These are actually the first Gankus that we're releasing. So this is actually what he calls a short bullet there, which a short bullet is just, it's the 9-inch plus bullet. It's the shorter version. It's kind of a similar length to the Bumbucha, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit, but the Bumbucha is more bulbous, a little bit more round. These are just kind of a smaller, one of his smaller size bullet there. So a bunch of new color patterns, and including one of my new favorite ones. This is this is the snake skin. So we have snake skin ones there. Here's another version of that real quick. So there's these and a whole bunch of other really cool colors. I could be here talking for 10 minutes just about the different color patterns that he does. So yeah, all the color patterns he's one of our most artistic lure makers that we offer, and he always comes up with some really cool stuff. And I guess we'll skip down to the Marlin Magics. That is the same color series that we've been doing, black and red, black and purple, black and green, Mean Joe green there. And that is on the first batch was just the heads, was the XL Ruckus, and then those are the large Ruckus. So large Ruckus is restocked. I think we've been very low stock on the large Ruckus, so I'm happy to bring in those and get those stocked up. It's one of our favorite lures personally, the large and the 12-inch version. The double XL Ruckus, yesterday, one of our pro team members caught it was a 707.5 Marlin Magic, which is Marlon Parker and Carolyn and Robert. And they actually, I think they were in second place that day because Kaiwi Joe, Captain Joe Thrasher, who runs the Bad Company there in Kona, they ended up catching like a 770 pounder that same day. So that was the first day of the throwdown, I want to say, the Kona throwdown. So that tournament's going on. That was a really hectic day. There's 3 qualifying fish caught and weighed. But the double XL Ruckus was rigged up and caught the one on the Marlin Magic. Davey Boy. That's MOYES Lures Davey Boy. Restocking those. We keep on getting slammed on the MOYES Lures there. Davey Boys, I think, are pretty much out of stock, so there's a restock of them. Above that is the large shotgun. This is a nice all-around lure. Good wahoo lure, good marlin lure. These hard heads with a cup nose, they've worked fantastic. Heavily recommended lure. Above that is the Razo teaser. This is our first restock since our original release. So, and we have some nice color patterns there. Skipjack. We did some mahi stuff. Kind of your root beer-ish, Kajiki root beer style with the orange Dichro. Yeah, good stuff there. Ganku bullets, we'll finish these off. This is the Bumbucha. This one I was telling you it's a little bit more round than that short bullet. So they're a little bit more bulbous. A similar kind of design. They're shaped different, but they're kind of a similar one would be like the Koya 9+ bullet. They both have that sort of round taper to them. So if you want a vision for kind of what those look like, if you're familiar with Koya 9+, it's a similar bullet shape, just with the taper and the round face. And then here is the long bullet. So it's just a little bit longer nose. Yeah, he calls it the long bullet. You can see a bunch of different color patterns there. We did mostly strobes on everything there. Again, some really cool color patterns. And lastly, the Tanigawa 7-inch small slants. That's the traditional 7-inch version. Takes a 302 skirt size from Blue Ocean. Those are the non-jetted 7-inch slants. They are pretty popular for us. So excited to bring more of those in. A lot of different colors, and this was our largest restock. We're gonna have more Tanigawas, yeah, like all the bullets and stuff. But that was our largest batch of Tanigawas we've ever brought in. It was 100+. So we were pretty much wiped out. So excited to bring all those in. They've been very popular lures. And he's out of Honolulu, Lon Tanigawa, fireman, great guy. We have a interview with him on our YouTube channel too, if you ever want to check that out. I think that's it though. I think that's what I got this week. So appreciate you guys. Again, good luck all you guys in the tournaments that are fishing. It's really heavy right now. So yeah, that's all I got. So appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your week.